Hey YouTube, it's Miss Candy Girl, and I just recorded this video, but it was way too long, so I'm doing it over again. And so I'm going to try to, if I'm talking fast, please forgive me, because I'm going to try to cut this down under the time limit. And so it's my 12-week update for having my Sisterlocks. Yay! I'm excited about that. I really don't have much of a difference between 11th week and 12th week. I'm really excited about doing my 3-month update, which will be next weekend on the 15th and 16th. 15th is on a Friday, so I'll probably do the 3-week update on the 16th, which is a Saturday, to show my hair lock montage of pictures from day 1 to 3 months of having my Sisterlocks and seeing the progress. And I also figured out how to get that 3-week new growth update when I was at 3 weeks of having my Sisterlocks, get that off of my phone so I can upload that into that montage video that I'm going to do for my 3-month update. And so look out for that. And just only difference in my locks is that I'm noticing that I'm having a lot of texture changes throughout. I've been paying closer attention to, I hope you guys will be able to see this. Okay, yeah, see there's some thickness going on in that particular lock, and some other locks that I have. I've been paying closer attention to the actual running my hands down my fingers down my locks, because ever since that holes in my locks situation that was mentioned to me by my new loctician, yeah, don't mind the straight ends, I know it's ridiculous. I've been paying closer attention and noticing that there's a good amount of my locks that have holes in the shaft of the lock, which I guess could be attributed to my initial installation and my initial consultant that I had. Hence the reason for me having a different loctician at this point. But anyway, that's a whole nother story in its entirety. And so you guys know I have an unlisted video for that. And again, as usual, if you want to check it out, send me a personal message or leave me a comment about it, and I will send you the link. Okay, so anyway, so I have a lot of texture changes and like crinkling in my locks just naturally. And so anybody else that has Sisterlocks, I expressed this concern before in my last video that was too long, that is it just during the maturity stage that your locks just are not uniform, and that seeing as though my locks at the top, at the root, towards the root, are getting much thicker. As you can see here, they're thickening up, but it's a lot of crinkling and buckling of my locks, and I'm just afraid that they're not going to end up being uniform due to my initial hair texture, even though the texture on the ends and in the roots some of the locks is really trying to change, which I'm excited about because I was anticipating that happening with me getting locks. And so I don't have a problem with the texture change. I'm loving that because it's letting me know that my hair is progressing. If anybody has any suggestions of or any other information in regards to locks buckling and crinkling and what it's supposed to be doing during the maturity stages, and if this is okay for it to, you know, look the way that mine are looking while it's starting to try to mature. Like I have one right here that's really thick in the root. I'm trying to get this so where you can see it. It's really thick in the base and the root, and then it gets, you know, it changes to how it was when I initially started my locks and everything. And I have some that actually feel like they've matured all the way to the end, because the ends have not, they're not as curly or like a silky curl anyway. as they were when I initially started my locks. Like this one right here, it's real kind of frizzy and like rough feeling because the texture is changing, which I've talked to you guys before about my hair doing its own texture thing for a long time now, like this whole straight part, and we've discussed that about my ends being fried from previous heat damage and things like that. And so I was really hoping that it would eventually get out of this state with me having my hair locked up, but it doesn't look like it's almost hopeless. So hopefully my hair will lock up, mature up enough to where eventually when it starts to grow, I'll feel comfortable enough to just cut those straight ends off, because I really seriously and highly doubt that it's going to curl up enough to go into the lock and actually lock. So anyway, this is going longer than I was anticipating. So what I was going to say is that I'm still doing my challenge for myself, to where with my 2 baby locks I have back here, I have those rubber bands still on there, and then I have this lock on the side here. That's not it. This one on the side here that was really short, and trying to make sure that's the right one. Yeah, it was really short, and that I had to relay. Pardon the interruption. I don't know what happened, but anyway, to continue from the first part of the video, I'm still working on my own personal hair growth challenge, and so I'll be using my VJJ solution, as you've heard me talk about previously, and that term is not to offend anyone. That is just what I call it. Some other YouTubers call it the MN mixture, whatever the case may be, because it contains Miconazole Nitrate, which is most commonly found in yeast infection creams, and it's the active ingredient used in those creams to cure yeast infections. And so that's the reason, hence the reason for me calling it the VJJ solution. However, Miconazole Nitrate can be used for several different purposes. So I have been researching and been told skin conditions is one example. Even it's found even in batteries, from what I've been researching. And so it's definitely not to offend anyone that I'm saying the JJ solution. That's just my own term, and teach his own. Okay, and so if that offends you, I do apologize. It is not meant to offend you. If you use the MN mixture, you can call it what you want. That's just what I choose to call it, is the JJ solution. So anyway, now that I've gone through all of that, I will tell you how I mixed my solution. And so I got this from the Family Dollar store. It's the Miconazole cream. It's the Miconazole Nitrate, and it's in 2%, and so, which is that's about potent enough for me. You got to be real careful with this stuff, because if you just use it without diluting it, or use it at a higher strength, it can tend to cause headaches. And so what I mix it with is, as I've been talking to you all before previously, is aloe vera gel. And this is 99% organic ingredients contained in this. I couldn't find 100% at the Whole Foods market where I got this from, but this is sufficient enough. This is, as it also contains carrageenan, which is a thickening agent, and citric acid, which is a pH stabilizer, and also it has potassium sorbate, which is to inhibit or prevent mold. Because of the fact that it is a plant, it does need to be it does need to be kept refrigerated after opening. And so I put this back in the refrigerator after I make my mixture. I don't, however, keep my mixture, my solution, in the refrigerator. I just keep it at room temperature, because there's some other ingredients in there that will keep it from going bad and things of that nature. So also what I mix it with is this cold pressed, cold processed castor oil that I also got from the Whole Foods market. And so I put a good amount of this in there as well, which castor oil has also, from what I've been researching, been really good for promoting hair growth as well. So that's why I used that. And I also used a bit of this vitamin E skin oil. I apologize. And basically whatever you use on your skin, you should be able to use on your hair, and vice versa. Well, I wouldn't say vice versa, but whatever you use on your skin, you should be able to use on your hair. And that's coming from some researches that I've been doing as well, as since I've been on this natural hair journey and lock journey and things of that nature. So this contains soybean oil, soybean oil, vitamin E oil, and coconut oil, which are all good oils for both skin and hair. And so that's why I used that. And so I put them all together in this applicator bottle, shook it up real good like this, and it's all set and ready to go. It's all really very well mixed, and I'll be applying it in those two areas, the lock in the front, the baby lock in the front, and those two locks in the back, which I've already noticed. I've only applied it twice in those two areas, and I've already noticed a bit of hair growth in those two applications. And so I'm really kind of excited, and I'm not going to be using the JJ solution throughout my scalp and hair until after my 3 months of having my locks. Maybe before I get my next retightening, which is on the 22nd of this month, but I hadn't decided yet. I may wait until after my next retightening to start putting it throughout my whole scalp and locks to promote the hair growth. But I don't know, I'll let you guys know. I will definitely keep you posted on my progress with the solution and how well it's working on my locks in those two areas, in the front and in the back, prior to me starting to use it all the way throughout my entire scalp. And so that's basically it for my update. I'm really excited for next week for my 3-month update, and I will definitely collaborate a video and everything, slideshow and stuff for you guys as entertainment, and also to see my progress from day 1 up until 3 months. And so stay on the lookout, keep checking me out, and stay on the lookout for that. And I do definitely appreciate everybody for continuing to rock with me on this journey, following me, and leaving very supportive comments. I do greatly appreciate that as well. Staying positive, and because this journey is definitely a journey. You know, the word definitely fits. And so I do definitely appreciate all my subscribers. Hey, thanks y'all, love y'all. Anybody that's watching, actually, just want to definitely send a shout out to my subscribers, because I do definitely feel the love, y'all. I do appreciate that. And I will continue to be kicking out these videos as best as possible. Just, you know, be patient with me with this whole getting the videos together, because I'm doing the best I can with this editing and limited software and things of that nature. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything that you want to state to me, definitely leave it at the bottom, and I will get back. And please rate, comment, and subscribe. Live life and love naturally. Keep it locked.